Another crazy morning with Kletus Ray's Roadside Service. Welcome to the show. We're rolling along. This is Monday. They told me to do a late start Monday, so I had to get a hold of all my guys, make sure they were going to be aware. They I showed up early. They showed up early. Great. And we're leaving kind of on time, almost on time. I'm like 20 minutes behind them, but I had so much paperwork I had to get filled out, and I tried to do it at home, and I ran out of papers. And my printer is a little bit of a bitch to figure out. So I said, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna do it. I'll just come in early," and that's what I did. Should I have gotten here earlier? Yes, probably by half an hour. When I only showed up at a half hour early, I was like, I could probably get it done in half an hour. No, and the truck and tractor, or the tractor that I'm running today that I was supposed to run, they didn't get the parts in for it because we had a PTO explode on Monday or Friday, and that was the truck I was supposed to be taking. So I'm kind of glad I didn't take that truck because the PTO fucking blew up on it. So that's good. And then we had a mechanic come in on Saturday. I came in on Saturday. I think I even recorded a fucking episode on Saturday. I did. Um, and he came in, and that's when I lost my front brakes. I don't know if I even talked about all this. I don't know what I talked about, what I didn't. If you guys notice, the fucking uh, the episodes have been kind of crazy lately, haven't they? There's like double episodes here, triple episodes there, fucking cut off randoms. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Episodes without a name. What the hell kind of podcast is this guy running here? This fucking guy doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. And you'd be correct. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just kind of playing along. So, hey, if you guys want to listen, you can listen. If you don't want to listen, hey, I'm sorry. But if you're hearing this, I feel like you want to keep listening. You want to listen to the crazy lifestyle of Cletus Ray. I gotta stop and log into this fucking truck. I'm actually gonna just keep on driving and log into it once I get there. That'll work. I'll do that. Um, I forgot to log into my truck and trailer before I took off. I'll log into it. It's recording me right now. It's recording the truck movement, and then I'm just gonna associate that with me once I stop, because I can't do anything until I stop, and I just got on the highway. Sorry for the gurgles. If you guys don't like that, leave a comment, and I'll try to pause every time I take a drink, because I don't know, it's refreshing to me. For you guys listening at home or in your car or wherever, you're like, God damn! Every time he does that, he drinks a bottle of water. I fucking hate it, but I don't know if you hate it or not. You guys are gonna have to let me know. See, was that bad? Just chugged the whole bottle. Hydration. So I went ahead and I ordered a front brake line, which I didn't think of ordering a front brake line was going to be that confusing for a motorcycle. But it is. It is a little confusing when you're going off of Amazon. If I wanted to spend $140 on a brake line, well, Cletus, that's what keeps you alive is your brakes. Okay, not $140 for a brake line. And the guy at the motorcycle shop, he's like, I can get you the actual Suzuki brand that's really good for $140, or I could get you an off-brand for $70. I said, let me call around a little bit, and I did not call around. I didn't call around to anybody else. You know what I did? I got right on to Amazon, and I searched my bike and the brake line, and there's a lot of them, and they're all different lengths, and I measured mine 54 to 56 inches of brake line, and it's got to have the special ends on it, and most of them are 51. You can get them a little bit long. You can get them like 70 inches long, but that's for like a chopper or something. I don't know. I don't know what the hell that's for. Not for me. So I ordered one. I don't even know how long it is. I think it's like 54 to 53 inch, maybe 52 inches. I don't know. It's off Amazon. Ching chong, whatever. Brake line. Let's hope it can't be that bad, right? As long as it seals, it'll do its job. And I'm going to have to do some reconfiguring, at least where the brake line passes the wheel or passes the tire. I need to reinforce that because the brake line, as you shock up and down, the brake line has to move. It has to be flexible up to the handle. And it's got a big loop up top. And I really didn't like the big loop that I got on mine right now because it's like the fork's fully extended and it's looping up. So I could lose a couple of inches there. But I don't give a shit. I just want the fucking brakes to work, you know? So I ordered one and I'm gonna look around in my garage for some sort of a metal tubing and some I don't know. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna get it to where it's secured right next to the tire. So if it does decide, or it won't even be able to lean over towards the tire, because right now that's what it was doing. Every time you hit a bump, it's got these polyurethane guides for the brake line, but now whoever it was, which it's been like this for a long, long time, but whoever it is, they put on this digital speedometer, and it's got another wire, and they were like, "Oh, I'll just run it right next to that wire," and they ran it inside of the polyurethane bushings. But those polyurethane bushings, there's a lot of slack in there. Like you could fit another couple of wires in there. But now, whenever you bounce, instead of it gliding up and down inside the bushings, it kinks it, or doesn't kink it, but it holds it. So whenever you're bumping around, instead of the brake line bouncing up behind the number plate on the front or behind the headlight, it just stays where it is and it's kinking up down there. And that's what it was doing. Every little bump I hit, the brake line would just tap the tire, tap the tire, tap the tire. And I guess it's been doing it for a very long time because there's no way this just happened. And I haven't changed anything about any of that. So it's been like that for a while, and you can see right where it rubbed through. The tires covered in brake fluid. The brake disc is also got brake fluid on it because every time you hit the brakes, well, it didn't have a lot of fluid in there. It had to have just broke. But yeah, when you grab it, it just squirts. So I was like, oh, great. But I went ahead and ordered a new chain and a new brake line. Those should be in at my house on Wednesday. Today's Monday. So and it really sucked. I mean, I was talking to my uncle and I was telling him about it. He's like, I was like, yeah, I broke my brake line. I really wanted to do some riding today. He's like, yeah, first world problems. I'm like, okay, I get it. He's like, hey, you could be dead with no brake. With your brakes could have failed. You could have died. Like, look on the bright side. I'm like, okay, I am looking on the bright side, but it's also like I'm addicted to this fucking motorcycle. I just want to keep riding it, and I haven't even taken it on any long drives yet. I've just been puddling around town. I mean, gone to work and back, but that's like, I think the longest I've ever rode it was like 45 minutes straight, and that was headed back from work, and I took a back road. Um, because I didn't want to get on the highway. It's kind of cold outside. But then Saturday when I rode in, it was really fucking cold. Well, not really cold. It was like 50, low 50s when I was riding it around. So it was pretty chilly, but whatever. I had a t-shirt and then a long sleeve and then some gloves and my helmet, and I closed up my vents on my helmet. Give me a little bit more warmth in there. Don't need fucking 50-degree air blowing right on my face. But No, I'm addicted to it. I really want to. And today, even though it's cloudy, it's warm out right now. It's 76 degrees, and my weather app said it was just going to be a little windy today. Now, windy is also not great on a motorcycle, but if I'm taking side roads, it's not a big deal. There is like one little section of highway that I would take if I wanted to take the back roads. I was like, oh, this would have been perfect. I don't have to show up early. I can get the bike out. I can ride it. But I was like, without the brake line, I'm not going to get on it. Even though I got rear brakes and I downshift, I get the bike to stop. Like, it's still safe to ride as long as you know, don't use the front brakes. Don't rely on those. I mean, emergency stopping would be an issue. But it's still fine to ride, but not. I don't know. I wouldn't take it on the highway without front brakes because you want to be able to stop quickly from speed. You don't want to hit that rear brake in an emergency and have it slide and then you whip out, you know. So, anyways, and then the chain was making all kinds of racket. Like, the chain is already made racket, but not like the normal chain sound. It was just like clank, 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 clank. And I'm like, this doesn't sound right at all. And that's just me like rolling. So, in order to save my sprockets, because I know that's probably putting some extra wear on my sprockets, and my sprockets are still in really good shape. They still have really good teeth. They're a little thin, but they still got really good teeth on them. So, it's to save my sprocket, I'm gonna just go ahead and put a new chain on there. And I do have a second sprocket set that I could put on there. I'm pretty sure it's for trails. I'm pretty sure it's I don't know what it is, if it's bigger or smaller. It's, you got to kind of, the front sprocket and the rear sprocket are obviously, the front one's small and the rear one's big, and you can change the sizes of them and it changes the bike completely on how it reacts. So I don't know if I just throw that other rear sprocket on there, count the teeth and figure out what it is. If I just throw that on there, you know, I might not get a lot of speed, and it might hurt my fuel mileage. It might increase my fuel mileage also. I don't know what gearing set he has on his bike right now. I'd imagine it's highway gear. And then it's probably probably not a great thing for me to be thinking right now, but I really want to try out some wheelies. I really want to try out some wheelies. Now I'm going to do it in grass first, try it out. I really don't want to lay the bike down, you know. So maybe like in my backyard, because I got a little bit of a stretch of grass in my backyard that I could try out a wheelie. I'm not going to be wheeling across the whole yard, but just get that front tire picked up. But it's in grass also, so it's like I'm probably just going to do a burnout because those tires are really not good in grass. Might have to find some sort of a dirt area to do it in, and that's still going to hurt if I fall, but I don't know. I just plan on just getting that front tire to pop up, and I don't know. I think on dirt or grass or you know, somewhere where it's not going to be, I'm not going to get road rash if I end up falling down and scratch up the bike and everything. I don't know, but I really want to just pop a wheelie. The bike, I've watched a lot of videos on people riding them, and apparently it's a really good, really easy to wheelie. So I'm going to try it out. I'm not going to be wheeling on the road, like driving down the highway like, meh, meh, like fucking takeover guys. I just want to pop the front tire off a little bit, you know? Come on, guys. It's a dirt bike. You ride a dirt bike, you ride a four-wheeler, wheelie. You'd ride a wheelie. That's what you do on those things. You ride a wheelie, okay? So I'm going to just try out some wheelies. I'm not going to do it out on the public roads and stuff, but maybe like a parking lot or something. Just try out a little wheelie, just practice. And it also practices you doing wheelies and stuff, really teaches you throttle control. You want to have good throttle control. You want to have good balance. You want to have good awareness of around you. You don't want to wheelie right into a car or something, or a wall. or a fence. So, anyways, I just want to do a couple of things on the bike. I want to feel it out. I want to make it feel like it's mine. And another weird thing about it is, whenever I'm riding it, I can't see my front tire. But if I imagine it's a supermoto tire, like it just looks like if I imagine it looks like a supermoto tire, I it just feels way more stable. I don't understand what it is. It's something about my mindset. But if I'm riding it and I'm looking, it's got this giant bicycle wheel on the front, tiny skinny thing. I'm like, that doesn't feel like it's stable at all, just in my mind. But whenever I imagine, I'm like, what if I did have like that wide front tire on there? I'm like, it would handle pretty good. And then then I act like it handles good, like doing roundabouts and stuff, like I'm leaning and everything. And I don't know, just something about imagining the front tire being a different shape makes me a little bit more confident in it. Which that front tire, it's all in my mind that tire doesn't have grip or it's going to slide out from me. It's all in my mind, and it's because of my algorithm. Most of the fucking shit I watch now is just motorcycle crashes, and it's like freaking me the fuck out. I don't need this shit. I don't need to freak the fuck out, but I'm freaking the fuck out when I watch that. But I'm still gonna ride it. I'm still gonna ride the bike. I'm still gonna do everything I want to do. I don't know, speed. I don't want to do speed. I get on the highway, and I mean, I do pass cars. I feel like it's better to be passing them rather than them passing me. Because if they're passing me, they're coming up in my blind spot, and I don't know where they are or anything. And it just, I feel like I have more awareness and control if I'm passing them. And now I'm not hauling ass down the highway, but if there's a semi, I'm gonna around him and then try to match his speed and not cut him off or anything, but get in front of him and then kind of roll. There's also the wind factor with a semi, where if you're riding directly in the middle of the lane behind a semi, the closer you get, the more it's like bouncing you back and forth because you got wind coming off both sides of that trailer, bouncing the fuck out of your helmet and your head. But yeah, so let's see. Saturday, I don't know. I went to work and I got off and I went home. I went to the parts store. I was trying to find some parts. I got brake fluid, put it in, bled it, and then all of a sudden, that's when I noticed the hole in the brake line and everything. And I started calling parts stores. Then I just kind of got a little upset that the bike was messed up, and so I just rode it home, parked it in the garage, went inside, and I was like, I wanted to ride to a restaurant. I wanted to go like down to there's a couple other cities that have like, there's one place, like a little bar and grill, and it's like 20-30 minutes away. And I was like, my wife is gone, my kids are gone, it's just me. I'm on the bike. I got all day. And I did have all day because my wife didn't get home till 11 o'clock at night. But I had all fucking day to ride, and the fucking brake line goes out, and the chain is clanking, and I'm like, damn it, man. And I had to work, but I still had all day. But I just went back home and opened up the fridge, and I'm just like sad that there's not like a perfect meal inside the fridge ready to go. It's like, fuck, I gotta cook something. I start tootling around in the cabinets, and I see tuna in there. I'm like, okay, I got tuna. I open up the fridge again. I look, I got bacon. So I bring out the bacon. I chop it up into little pieces. I fry it up, make little bacon bits. I get the tuna out. I get it strained. I pull the bacon bits out. I throw the tuna in the bacon grease, fry it up just a little bit. It's already cooked tuna out of a can, but I fry it up just a little bit just to give it a little bit more flavor, especially with that bacon grease. But I not strain it, but I just kind of tilt the pan up and squeeze the tuna, try to get all those juices to get out of it. And I make a tuna salad that you would fucking die for. I hard-boiled 3 eggs, chopped them up, fried tuna, bacon fried tuna with bacon bits, I chopped up a red onion, which I usually have white onion, but I told my wife last time she got groceries, I said, give me one red onion. I want to try it out, see if I like that better. Fucking love it. Chopped up a red onion, put about half of it in there. Mayonnaise. Uh, I really didn't put a lot of seasoning in there, but and I had a can of relish, but I was gonna chop up. I have these famous Dave pickles, but I really like them on my sandwiches. They are really delicious as relish, but I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna use regular relish. Threw some relish in there, mixed it up. I put in some other seasonings, but I didn't put a lot of seasoning. I didn't want to ruin it, but I put a little bit of cayenne, a little bit of this blackened like chicken seasoning, a little bit of slap your mama because it's super salty and it's already got bacon, so I didn't want to make it too salty. So just a little bit of slap your mama. I already said cayenne to make it a little spicy. A little bit of shredded cheese, and then last time my wife went to the store, I said, "Get me some big fucking tortillas, like the biggest tortillas you can get." So she got me an 8-pack of those and tostadas, the little tortilla circles, like 6-inch tortilla circles. And I made tuna crunch wraps. Guys, these were so fucking good. In the bacon grease, I threw some more butter, threw the tortilla in there, kind of, and it kind of formed to the pan a little bit. Threw a little bit of cheese, a tostada, loaded it up with a bunch of fucking tuna mix on there, another tostada, some more cheese, and then I folded it, and it folded fucking beautifully. And then you flip it over, even though the bottom hasn't cooked all the way, you flip it over to go ahead and seal those flaps down with the cheese and everything. And also, you don't want to soak up all the bacon grease and all that shit, so you slide it around the pan a little bit. Let that motherfucker cook till it's almost burnt. Not burnt. It's just really like kind of dark brown. Then flip it over to the other side again. Get that side down to the dark brown. Pull that motherfucker out. Slice it in half if you want. I just ate it straight like that. It was a giant fucking crunch wrap. Holy shit. It was so fucking good. And then I made another one. And it was fucking amazing. And then last night, or that was Saturday's dinner. Oh, and I also raided the kids' Easter candy. Not a good idea. They had these, I picked them out. They were these foil wrapped bunnies. And I saw one sitting on the counter. My kids bit the ear off of it, and it had been sitting there since Easter, last weekend. And so I was like, oh, I'll try it out. I took a bite of it. It was the best fucking chocolate I've ever had in my life. I don't know what the hell was in it. It was like little Heath chips. Heath bar, it's like a toffee or whatever, like a hard toffee. That was mixed into the chocolate. The chocolate was fucking delicious. I ate the whole fucking chocolate bunny. And 2 glasses of milk. And 2 giant tuna crunch wraps. My house didn't smell great around me after that, but it was fucking, I was like, this is just the a great thing that happened on a sad day. I had to work and my bike broke. But I had a fucking delicious meal at home for free. Well, not free. I mean, we had to pay for all this shit at some point in time. But I didn't have to go out to some bar or grill and fucking have some lady fucking cuss me or, my fries are cold. Can I have a refill, please? Stuff like that. None of that happened. It's also sad to kind of eat by yourself. So if my brake line didn't break, I was actually going to get off of work and immediately call up my uncle and my brother and see what they were up to. See if they could go riding. But no, nobody. The brake line was shot, so I decided not to. And, I went home, played a little bit of BeamNG. I hovered my mouse over Motortown, and I was about to click it, and I was like, nope, BeamNG. Got BeamNG, put in a trail map, drove a truck in there, built a mud truck, drove it on some trails, and then I don't know, I had to shit or something, so I went back upstairs, and I never went back downstairs until after my wife got home. I went down there, turned the laptop off and everything. Didn't play a whole lot of BeamNG, but I did play some BeamNG. Got a state trooper sitting over here, fucking looking for a fucker. Who's speeding? So that was all Saturday. My wife got home, and we just kind of hung out and talked. She did one of them TikTok trends on me. It was actually pretty funny, but yeah, I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. There's a TikTok thing. It's like she's where she sits there and she's like, "I'm so hungry, I could eat," and then she just says a random person that she's not supposed to know from my life, and I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" It's a funny video. I'll have to show you. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I'll have her send it to me. I'll put it up on the Facebook. I don't know. So probably not. But go check out the Facebook anyways. Go check it out. I did do some posting, posted up some stuff that I had been missing, went through my camera roll. So Sunday morning, wake up, go to my mom's house, pick up the kids, because they stayed there, and just kind of hung out, talked for a while. And then we had to go to a birthday party. Went over to, yeah, it's one of my wife's friends. She's got a couple of kids. It's their birthday party. Went over there, hung out. The dude over there, the husband, me and him, we get along pretty good. But I go down into his basement. He's like, "Come down here and check this out." He's got so many collectible cards down there, like an insane amount. It looks like a store. It looks like a fucking trading card store. I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" He's like, "I got a business now. You know, I buy and I sell these trading cards." He's like, "It's fucking awesome. I got a big show coming up next weekend. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna sell all this stuff. Blah blah blah." I'm like, "What the fuck?" It. So this dude, I guess he makes really good money, and he gets generous bonuses from where he works. He makes, I don't know, let's just say $500,000 a year. Could be less. I don't know. I always thought they were exaggerating, like my wife talking about how much they make or whatever. I'm like, okay, I see where the fucking money's going. He's bought fucking everything he sees online that's trading cards he buys. I don't fucking know. There's so much shit. There's Pokemon, there's baseball, football, basketball, uh, other playing cards, you know, little collectibles here, like tons of fucking shit. And you walking around their house, they have like Lego sets everywhere as decor in their house. They have like a race car, like a giant F1 car, you know, Lego set. They got houses, little dioramas, go in their kids' rooms, fucking all the crazy cool fucking toys and shit in there. I'm like, damn, you guys got all the cool shit. And he used to ride a bike, so I was showing him my bike. He's like, "Oh yeah, cool." I'm like, yeah. "Hey, it is fucking cool, man." He's like, "Yeah, it's cool." I'm like, "God damn it, you fucking, it's cool. It's a dirt bike, man. It's a dirt bike on the road." He's like, "Yeah, I used to have one, but," I'm like, "Okay, cool, whatever." Anyways, he's a cool guy. He's just, I don't know. He's got enough money to buy anything and everything that he wants. I don't know. He used to have a bike, so I was like, I thought he still had it, so I was like, "Oh, we could go riding or something," but he doesn't have his bike anymore. He sold it or crashed it, or I don't know. I don't know what the fuck happened to it. But he's got a pretty nice diesel truck now. Got a tune and everything on it. But anyways, I'm talking with one of his sons, his older son that just turned 10, and yeah, he's just a cool kid. He comes down and he sits down next to me on the couch in the basement. I'm trying to eat a couple little sandwiches that they supplied. And he's like, "Are you a semi truck driver?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Can I see?" I was like, "Yeah." And so I pulled up my phone and I was just going through all of my photos with him. There's nothing bad on there. It's either pictures of job sites or fucking cars, trucks, dirt bikes, video games, shit like that. Kids. So, my kids. Damn it. So, I'm showing him all these pictures and he's like, "Is that BeamNG?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Do you have that game?" I was like, "Yeah, I have that game." He's like, "I have that game too." I was like, "You do? Where is it?" He's like, "It's up on my laptop." And just sitting with this kid, like so I guess what I was trying to go at earlier, he's slightly autistic, but he knows more about vehicles than me, I feel like. So we were just going through my pictures and I was showing him. I was like, "Yeah, that's my truck at home." He's like, "Is that an '84?" I said, "No, that's actually a '79, but that's very close." He's like, "Yeah, I could tell because of the body." And it was a picture of the back of the truck, not the front. Obviously, if it was the front, he probably would have, guessed a little closer. And then I was showing him my 92, and I was like, "Yeah, that's my truck that I drive right now." He's like, "Is that a '95?" I said, "Very close. It's actually a '92. Same body style and everything." And we were just going through, and he saw all these pictures on BeamNG. He's like, "How do you have those cars on BeamNG?" I'm like, "They're mods, man. Yeah, I could show you if you got your game ready to go." So we go upstairs, and he pulls out his laptop. It's not a great laptop. I mean, it's a newer laptop, so it's like his, and that's the only thing on there is BeamNG. Um, but it's super laggy, and he's got some settings wrong and stuff. And I was like, "Here, let me just set you up a little bit." So I lowered his graphics, made the wind instead of it windowed, I made it full screen on the game. Went through and changed some other settings to make it work a little because he was driving something and it was just like meh, 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 like super fucking laggy. And I got it to where now it'll actually run kind of smooth. I was like, you can't run a bunch of cars, but you can run one car really good on whatever map you want, and it shouldn't lag and stuff. And he's like, "Oh, nice." And he's like, "I really want a school bus." So I showed him how to, well, and his dad was there too. And I was like, "Here, we got to go to the website." Showed him the website, showed him the forums, showed him how to search for whatever he wants, and got him a school bus. He was fucking ecstatic. I was like, "This is awesome." For his birthday, I could, he's like, "I really want a Dansworth school bus or whatever." And I'm like, "I don't even know what the fuck that is, but I think we can find a school bus." I think it was a international school bus or something. I don't know what the fuck it was. But I got him a school bus on there, got him a DeLorean, got him a Mustang, um, and some other mods. But we were kind of running out of time. The party was over and that people were trying to leave. So, but I got him completely set up, showed him how to clear his cache on there to make the game run a little smoother. I was like, probably around every 5 times you play the game, you want to clear the cache. And it just makes it run smoother, and you won't have any issues. Just every 5 times or so. Uh, and yeah, I was impressed. He had a giant bucket of Hot Wheels there too, and he had like all of his nice collectible Hot Wheels, like the green light specials and everything. He had them up there, and I was like, "What year is this it was a K5 Blazer?" I said, "What year is this?" He's like, "'74." I'm like, "Very good." I mean, it was already his, and he knew, but I didn't. I knew it was a pre 75 because it had the full hard top instead of it just like the cab and the back cap. It was the full cap. So I don't know. I was impressed. I was having a great time just talking to him about cars and trucks. I would pick up a Hot Wheels and I'm like, "Oh, you got a couple of Ram TRXs and Raptors and I was like, "Oh, I love this one." He's like, "Yeah, that's a '93 Miata." I'm like, he's like, "I got that one at my grandma's house." So he's slightly autistic, but mainly he just remembers everything. Like anything you tell him, he remembers. It's pretty fucking cool that he's into all that stuff too. But I just had a great time over there. I was not expecting to, but it was a good time. I was expecting to just kind of mingle a little bit and then eat some cake and go home. But we had an awesome time. I found another BeamNG guy. That was a good time. And then yeah, we left. We went home, and that's when I tried to sit down and do some paperwork. Couldn't get it done, and then just kind of I thought about going down and playing my own BeamNG, but I decided not to. Played with the kids. Got my son. Whenever we went over there, my son was supposed to have a birthday party, but it got rained out, and we just decided not to reschedule just because it'd be too far out or something. So feel kind of bad for the kids, but they got a lot of presents. But anyways, they had presents for our kids when we went over there, so they were so excited. My daughter got a whole little people set. My son got a giant uh, head for a dinosaur. He got all these other little tube things, Mr. Beast lab things, little tubes with little monsters inside. He got a shitload of them. And a couple of V-Bucks cards for Fortnite. So that was really awesome. He was excited. And he got a brand new headset that he helped me pick out a new headset because he tore his headset apart. And it was a nice headset. It was a PlayStation headset. That like came with the PlayStation. It was like a nice, good headset, but he ended up breaking it. So I ordered him a new one for like $20 on Amazon. I wasn't expecting much, but it seems like a pretty stout little headset. So, and he's like, "Wow, it sounds so good." I was like, "Yeah, it probably sounds the same, but whatever." Anyways, got him all. Everybody's happy. Everybody's happy. And on Wednesday, when I get my parts and I sit in my garage late at night, if I can get it fixed, I think I can ride on Thursday, maybe even Friday. So and that'll be a fresh chain and everything. I might be in the market for a new backpack because I don't know. I'm not a fan of the backpack I got. One that's it's just a little like, I don't know. Might want to get a little bit smaller backpack for the bike. And I need to, well, while I got my truck at work today, I'm going to have it there tomorrow and Wednesday also. I need to figure out how I can put all my work gear at the shop, so I ain't got to carry it around with me all the time. And so I can start riding the bike, and I don't have to throw like a hard hat. I don't have to throw anything big in a backpack. And might even, my clipboard. It's a big ass clipboard, but I don't know. I just need to find a spot at the shop where I can store all my shit, so I ain't gotta have it. I mean, there's no reason I'm not going to the shop first for any job ever. So just go to the shop and I'll have everything there ready to go. Makes more sense to just leave everything at the shop. I might take my clipboard home every now and again to do paperwork, but might as well just leave it there. Do it at the shop. And so today, yeah, we had a little bit of a late start. It's 10 o'clock right now. I'm supposed to be at I already called him and told him I was going to be a little behind, but the other guys should be there. Got to go over here and suck some more fuel out of some train engines. The railroad said that they were going to get us a whole new string of engines and 6 tanker cars ready to go. Should be, I don't know. They're slow, and they don't work fast. So I don't know. I'm kind of hoping that they're not quite ready yet, because I got a tablet from work. So instead of doing all my paperwork manually, I can use this tablet to kind of go through and get all my paperwork done. And then so I can copy and paste a lot of shit, because a lot of the shit that we're going to put on here is going to be the same every day for the next like 3-4 weeks. And this is the first week that I'm going out to this job and I'm not training somebody. So that's why I'm recording a podcast right now. I would record one probably every single morning, but I always had somebody with me, and I don't, I don't need. If it was a guy I knew from work, I might try to do a podcast with him or something. But it's I don't really want everybody at work to know that I have a podcast. I don't need that shit. I don't need my boss being like, okay, let's listen, and then make fun of me the whole fucking time. Or get pissed off. He's like, you're talking too much about work or something. I don't need all that shit. So I just keep it under wraps at work. I just want to fucking do my thing. I just want to, just something I do on the side. Okay? And I'm going to be by myself most of the day, so I'm probably going to try to listen to some of the fucking 15 Joe Rogan podcasts. I tried to listen to one on Saturday, and I don't remember anything of what it was about. I think it was about AI or something. But got plenty of podcasts to listen to, and I should have plenty of time to sit and listen. Just been training people the whole time, been talking the whole time, or running back and forth, which I know that's what today's going to end up being. Most likely is the other guy that should have been trained. He's had 2 weeks to learn this job. I'm going to be running back and forth. He's like, I can't get it to work. I'm going to have to run the fucking line back and forth. I'm going to run fucking calluses in my fucking feet by the steps I'm doing. I wish I had my Fitbit. I could record all my steps because I know I've been doing a lot of fucking stepping, a lot of walking. So yeah, I don't know. Plans for today is just to work, get the thing done, get as much as we can done, learn the tablet, and go home. We're in a pretty high risk for severe weather tonight, so let's hope everything goes well with that, and we'll get through the night and then do it again tomorrow. And I don't know if I'll record tomorrow. I might listen to a podcast because I don't think I'm going to have much to say unless something fucking crazy happened, like a bum fight or some shit. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck. Anything could happen. Uh, Anyways, keep all 18 down. We'll talk to you later. Adios.